Hello everyone and welcome back to the Dainty Seamstress for How To Tuesdays. In this week's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to sew a simplified catch stitch. This catch stitch, you can use it mainly to hem your garments on skirts, dresses. So if you have a piece of fabric, go ahead and fold the edge up twice so you have a double fold. Insert your needle through the fold, pulling it through the top of the fabric. And then you want to go ahead and come up the same way that you just did. Here I kind of was having some trouble getting my needle in because it is larger for the example tutorial. So I'm gonna go in through the back a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it through and make a loop, and then you're gonna take your needle and pull it through the loop to make a secure knot. The next step, you're gonna come right close to the stitch that you just made, but on the back piece of fabric. You're gonna pick up one thread, one or two. This is a heavier fabric, so I may be picking up two threads just to make sure that the threads don't break. And then you're gonna move over about a stitch's length apart, maybe a quarter or a half of an inch to the bottom, and you're gonna cross over and pick up, well, not pick up, you're just going to make a horizontal stitch right there. And then we're just gonna come up again the same way we did in the beginning, cross over at the top and pick up one or two threads depending on your fabric. And so here you're gonna see me sometimes use my needle and my thread to gauge where I'm going to make my stitches so that they're even. When you have a heavier fabric, you want your stitches to be a bit wider, and when you have a thinner fabric, you want it to be shorter so that you make sure that the stitch is secure and it's not going to come loose. So also when you're making your stitch below the fold, you want to not pick up all, I want to say that's 1, 2, 3 layers of your fabric. You're only making the stitch on the top layer where you're sewing. Okay, so I'm going to end the stitch here and show you how to finish it. So you're going to make the stitch at the top on the main fabric. And then you're going to take your needle and push it through the top of the fold. And it's going to make a loop once you pull it through. And once you get your loop, you're going to take your needle and you're going to stick it through the loop and pull it tight. And then you're going to repeat that a second time. So you're just taking your needle and pushing it through the top of the fold, making the loop, inserting your needle through the loop and pulling it tight. The next thing we're going to do is take the needle and stick it back down in through the two pieces of material. And this is going to hide the ending piece of thread. And you're just going to go ahead and snip that. And there you have it. This is a complete catch stitch. So when you flip your fabric over to the fashion fabric side, you'll see that there isn't anything to see. And that's how it should be. So I want to thank you all again for stopping by for How To Tuesdays. Let me know down in the comments if this was helpful. Share and subscribe, and I will see you next week.